staircase wall, covered in the dust of every fall. The leather cracked from years beneath the sun still carried stories of the work he'd done. I slipped them on just out of curiosity. They felt like they were always meant for me. Every scratch and every withered seam held a lifetime stitched into a dream. He walked before me, now I walk for both of us. My father's boots still fit, they lead me down this road. They remind me every single day how strong a man can grow. His footsteps never faded, they echo where I stand. My father's boots still fit, and now they're on my feet again. Walk, stand tall, carry it all. Fancy words of pride, his hands said everything he kept inside. Every sunrise found him working still, with quiet faith and iron will. He taught me strength without demanding praise. He taught me hope through ordinary days. The richest man I'd ever come to know never counted what he'd owned. Still fit, though years have passed us by. Every mile he walked before still lifts me when I try. His legacy keeps calling like thunder through the hills. My father's boots still fit, and always, always will. Sometimes I swear I hear him in the wind, telling me where every road begins. Not with money, glory, or a name, but doing honest work the very same. When my own hair turns silver in the light, I'll leave these boots beside another fight. Maybe one day someone else will see the man they helped me be. With pride, stand, don't hide, hold the line, his and mine. It's measured by the courage he plants inside your mind. The road he couldn't finish is now beneath my feet, and every step I take makes his journey complete. My father's boots still fit, they're warm but standing strong. Every scar upon the leather still knows where I belong. I carry them with honor until my final breath. My father's boots still fit, he I stood beneath the sky too wide to own, with nothing but the clothes I'd always known. No medals hanging proudly on my chest, no crown to prove that I was somehow blessed. The clouds kept drifting where they wished to roam. The hawks flew free without a place called home. That's when I felt the quiet truth arrive. The sky doesn't choose who gets to rise. No names, no fame, the sunrise comes to say, yeah. The sky never asked who I was, it simply let me breathe. It never cared about my past or what the world believed. It welcomed every broken soul beneath its endless blue. The sky never asked who I was, it simply saw me through. Stand, look high, live, don't hide. The mountains never question where I've been, the rivers never judge the life within. The stars still gathered every single night without deciding who deserved their light. Nature never measured wealth or pride, it only asked that I stay alive. The peace I searched in crowded towns was waiting where no walls were found. The sky never asked who I was, it only offered grace. Every dawn became another chance to start a different race. The wind erased my footprints, but never my resolve. The sky never asked who I was, it watched me evolve. Looking toward the cloud, sees the same horizon stretched around. Dreams belong to anyone who dares, not only those the world prepares. The greatest freedom I have ever known was learning I don't have to prove my soul to people who won't understand the value of one honest man. Rise, be free, stand, today. we stop living tired. The sky never asked who I was, it only gave me room to become the man I always hoped would one day finally bloom. The sunrise still embraces every soul the same. The sky never asked who I was, and I'll never be ashamed. The sky never asked who I was, so I stopped asking too. I found my worth beneath the stars instead of seeking proof. The horizon still is endless, the journey still goes on. The sky never asked who I was, it simply welcomed me home. They thought the silence meant I walked away, like broken men who slowly fade to gray. They closed the book before the final page, mistook my patience for a quiet cage. I kept my head beneath the pouring rain, learning every lesson carved by pain. The road was long and nights refused to end, but every mile became another friend. I bent, but I never broke. The fire lived inside the smoke. I never left the fight, even when hope was gone. I carried every scar until the coming dawn. You only saw me fall, you never saw me rise. I never left the fight, I just fought out of sight. Hold the line, hold the flame, stand your ground, earn your name. Every cracked old boot still knew the trail, every prayer survived another fail. The mountains watched me stumble through the cold, still they whispered I was growing bold. The wind remembers every promise made, not every hero carries a parade. Some victories are written without sound, deep beneath forgotten sacred ground. I never left the fight, I never dropped my name. Every wound became another spark inside the flame. The darkness pushed against me, it couldn't steal my life. I never left the fight, I became the fight. Now I stand where fear once held the throne, stronger than the man I'd always known. I don't need revenge to prove I'm free, time already fought that war for me. The hardest road became my only guide, turning every weakness into pride. If tomorrow tries to test my soul, I'll keep walking toward the final goal. One more step, one more mile, one more storm, one more trial. Still I stand, still I breathe, still I fight, still believe. Sunrise, every endless night only made me stronger. I never left the fight, I never left the fight. Through every loss and scar, through every loss and scar, the road that tried to break me only showed me who we are. The storm became my brother, the pain became my guide. I never left the fight, I kept the fire alive. I never left the fight, I never left the fight. Remember where I've been, every battle shaped a man. Standing here again, the sky can shake above me, the earth can split tonight. I'll never leave the fight, I'll never leave the fight. I'll never lose my light. I'll never lose my light. Clock kept counting every beat while I sat broken in that lonely seat. It never slowed because I needed time. It never stopped to hear this heart of mine. The hands kept turning through the pouring rain, unmoved by sorrow, untouched by pain. That's when I learned the hardest truth of all: time answers no one's call. The seconds ran, the hours flew. Tomorrow came, whether I moved. The clock never waited for my pain. It kept moving just the same. Every minute whispered softly, life won't stay this way. The past kept calling my old name, but time refused the game. The clock never waited for my pain. Move on. Stand. Stay strong. dusty glass, wondering how another night had passed. The answer wasn't hidden in the sky. It lived inside the choice to rise. Every heartbeat borrowed from tomorrow shouldn't be wasted feeding sorrow. The clock was never cruel to me, it simply refused to freeze. The clock never waited for my pain, so neither would I. Every step became another change beneath the open sky. The hours became companions instead of silent chains. The clock never waited for my pain. Starts before first light. I greet the dawn instead of fearing night. The ticking sounds like hope instead of loss. A reminder every moment has a cost. The richest man isn't the one with gold, but the one who treasures time to hold. Every breath becomes another flame, waiting to be named. Tick, stand, live now, rise again, don't wait. It only opens doors. The ones who keep on walking always discover more. The future isn't written inside a ticking head. It's written by the courage to rise and make a stand. The clock never waited for my pain. It helped me understand. Every second still belongs inside these weathered hands. The road keeps calling onward, beyond regret and blame. The clock never waited for my pain. The clock never waited for my pain, and neither will my soul. I'll spend each day with purpose instead of losing control. When my final hour finds me, one truth will still remain. The clock never waited for my pain, so I chose life again. The mountain stood before me, cold and tall. It never cared if I would rise or fall. It didn't offer comfort from the rain. It only watched me wrestle with the pain. Each step was carved with sweat upon the stone, teaching me no climb is ever old. The summit never called me by my name. It simply waited, always just the same. No easy road, no helping hand, only faith in where I stand. The mountain never promised mercy, it never promised ease. It only gave a chance to climb on shaking hands and knees. Every step was earned in silence, every breath was free. The mountain never promised mercy, it only challenged me. Climb, don't stop, rise to the top. Climbed into the sky, the more I learned the reasons people try. Not for glory, waiting at the end, but for the strength the journey always lends. The cliffs echoed every prayer I made, every doubt began to slowly fade. The rocks beneath my weathered boots declared, only those who climb are prepared. The mountain never promised mercy, but it gave me something more. A heart that wouldn't quit when every muscle turned sore. The wind became my teacher, the sky became my guide. The mountain never promised mercy, but it filled me up with pride. When I reached the summit's lonely edge, there wasn't gold or glory waiting there. Only one long quiet look behind at every fear I'd finally left behind. The greatest victory wasn't standing high, it was becoming someone I admire. The mountain never changed it all, the climber did. Climb again, stand through pain. One more step, no regret. The strongest hearts aren't born above, they're forged on every hill. If another mountain waits ahead, I'll shoulder one more load, because I've learned the climb itself is always worth the road. mercy, it never owed me grace. Every scar became another map across this weathered face. The summit wasn't waiting to hand me victory. The mountain never promised mercy, it simply strengthened me. The mountain never promised mercy, and I'm grateful that it's true, because an easy road would never make me new. The sky is wide before me, the valley's far below. The mountain never promised mercy, but it helped my spirit grow. The old crow watched me from a broken fence, like he had seen 1,000 journeys in. Folks back in town all caught in luck gone bad, a feathered shadow dressed in midnight black. But every dawn he'd greet the rising light, never hiding from the coming sky. That's when I learned what fear could never see. He wasn't there for misery. Black wings fly, morning comes, night can't keep the rising sun. The crow never stole the sunrise, it only waited through the night. Darkness doesn't own tomorrow, it simply leaves before the light. Don't blame the shadow passing by for what it never tried. The crow never stole the sunrise. Rise again, break the chain. Fear what they don't know, calling every stranger friend or foe. The crow survived because he understood the storm and sunshine both were good. He never begged the sky to change its ways, he simply lived from day to day. Sometimes wisdom wears a darker shade without a thing to hide. The crow never stole the sunrise, he watched it every day. Standing on the highest branch has not just slipped away. The light belongs to everyone, no matter black or white. The crow never stole the sunrise, things they don't hold near. I remember those black wings in flight, crossing into golden light. Not every lonely silhouette carries sorrow or regret. Sometimes the strongest souls appear exactly where we feel. It always found its place beside another brand new dawn, filled with hope and grace. The wind still lifts those black wings across the morning sky. The crow never stole the sunrise. Never stole the sunrise, he simply watched it rise. Walked among the withered stones alone, reading names carved deep in age and bone. Some were heroes, some were never known, yet every soul had once called this earth home. The silence wasn't heavy with despair. It felt like every prayer was resting there. The dead had nothing left they had to prove, only memories gently moved. The wind still blows, the grass still grows, life keeps walking where memory flows. A graveyard never scared the living, fear was never buried there. The only thing it ever whispered was to live while you're still here. Every name beneath the stone was once a beating heart. The graveyard never scared the living, it gave life a brand new start. Live right now. Stand somehow. Silent grace, holding time inside its old embrace. Fresh flowers bloom beside forgotten years, proof that love outlives the tears. I realize the greatest tragedy is not the day we cease to breathe, it's wasting all the days before, never opening the door. The graveyard never scared the living, it taught me how to live. Every sunrise is a blessing, every heartbeat is a gift. The past deserves remembrance, the future needs my hands. The graveyard never scared the living, it helped me understand. Quiet roads, I don't think about the end. I think about unfinished songs and calling old friends. The storm remembers every name, but life remembers deeds. So I spend my borrowed mornings planting bitter seeds. Live today. Love always. Stand tall. Give inside another chest. The graveyard never scared the living, it only cleared my eyes, showing every ordinary day can become a sacred prize. The stars still shine above them, the dawn still calls my name. The graveyard never scared the living, I'll never live the same. The graveyard never scared the living, it reminded me to stay honest in the life I've been, and grateful every day when my own name joins the silent. One truth will still remain, the graveyard never scared the living, it taught me how to live again. were chains wrapped up like shining gold. Promised comfort if I did what I was told. They drew their lines and told me where to stand, like freedom could be bought by another man's hand. I tipped my hat and turned into the wind, knowing where my story had to begin. I'd rather walk 1,000 miles alone than trade my soul for someone else's throne. You own your fear, I own my years. I answer to no man but my soul. No crown, no chain could take control. I'd rather lose than live alive. My soul still stands with my head held high. Stand free. Live honestly. The sheriff wore a polished silver star, but justice doesn't always ride that far. I've seen honest men buried in the dust, while liars gained another badge of trust. So I stopped chasing someone else's praise and built my life in my own stubborn ways. The only mirror I still answer to is one that always tells the truth. I answer to no man but my soul. The storms may come, they won't take hold. The world can judge what it can't see. The truth still walks right here with me. Found inside a fight, it's sleeping with a peaceful heart at night. No fortune ever bought an honest name. No easy road is built enduring fame. If tomorrow asks me where I've been, I'll smile and wear this weathered skin, because every choice I've ever made was worth the price I gladly paid. Chains stand stronger through the pain. The strongest oath I've ever sworn was never made out loud. It lives inside beating heart, far away from every crowd. When the dust has settled down and all the songs are through, the only voice I'll answer then is the one that always knew. I answer to no man but my soul. The fire inside still burns whole. The road may bend, the sky may fall, but I'll stay true, through it all. I answer to no man but my soul, that's the promise I still hold. No fear, no thrall,
no fear, no thrall,
can change my way,
can change my way.
I'll stand with truth until my final day. Without a single promise coming back. The road was long, the nights refused to sleep. Some scars are far too heavy just to keep. I watch good people slowly fade away, while I kept walking through another day. No hands reached out to pull me from the ground, so I became the strength I never found. No one came to save my soul, so I learned to stand alone. I carry the weight alone, stone after heavy stone. The road bent beneath my feet, but never broke these bones. The sky heard every prayer, the wind knew every mile. I carried the weight alone and wore it with a smile. Couldn't wash away my pain. The desert couldn't dry these tears of rain. Every sunrise gave another choice, to lose myself or find my inner voice. The mountains never offered sympathy, they only taught responsibility. The strongest shoulders aren't the ones you see, they're built beneath adversity. And still I found my way. Every burden shaped the man I have become today. The chains became my training, the pain became my guide. I carried the weight alone with dignity and pride. They taught me courage through my fears. The empty chair beside the fire built a soul that climbed much higher. If tomorrow asks the same of me, I'll answer with humility. 'Cause every mountain that I climb first lived inside my mind. Every heart still starts one more mile, one more trial. trapped inside the soul, holding every broken dream until it makes you whole. No medal hangs upon my chest, no crowd remembers me, but I know every battle won began where none could see. I carried the weight alone, but never lost my flame. Every hardship carved itself beside my weathered name. The road still stretches onward, the sky still calls my own. I carry the weight alone, now I'm never alone. I carry the weight alone, now the burden feels like wings. Every wound became a melody that every sunrise sings. The past no longer owns me, the future's open wide. I carry the weight alone and came out stronger on the other side. Chains so long they felt like skin, forgot where they would end and I begin. Every rattling step became a sound that followed me through every little town. They told me freedom always had a cost, as if my soul was already lost. Then one quiet morning something changed. I stopped believing I was chained to one last pull, one last breath. Hope was waiting beyond the wreck. The chain I broke became my wings. It never held me down again. The weight I carried all those years turned into the wind. The prison wasn't made of steel, it lived inside my mind. The chain I broke became my wings and left the past behind. No iron lasts for life. The hardest lock is forged by fear, not by metal resting here. So I picked up every shattered link instead of throwing them away. I built a bridge from where I've been toward a brighter day. The chain I broke became my wings. The burden turned to grace. Every scar became another star chains ring. They sound like songs the past still sings. Not to pull me back once more, but to remind me what they're for. Every broken piece I left behind became a lesson carved in time. Freedom isn't something won by chance. It's choosing one more dance. Break the chain. Feel no shame. Rise again. Fly untamed. Comes the road ahead. The chain I broke became my wings. The sky became my home. Every mile that once felt hopeless now reminds me I have grown. The wind no longer fights me. It lifts me through the blue. The chain I broke became my wings. Carried me to truth. The chain I broke became my wings. I'll never wear that weight. Every dawn becomes another chance to choose a better fate. The horizon stretches farther than I had ever dreamed. The chain I broke became my wings and set my spirit free. If you're hearing this, the trail goes on. Another rider greets another dawn. These boots have carried all they had to give. Now it's your turn to learn how dreams can live. Don't waste your years chasing someone else's name. The brightest stars don't all burn the same. Find your road where your own heart belongs and keep singing your song. One more sunrise, one more flame. Life keeps calling your name. I left the fire burning for you, so you would never fear the night. When every road feels cold and empty, follow that fateful light. The flames will tell my story long after I'm gone too. I left the fire burning for you. climbed the mountain stone, found the strength has never walked alone. Every scar became another guide, every tear became another tide. If I've left one thing behind, let it be courage in your mind, because the greatest gift that I could give is showing how to live. I left the fire burning for you, not to remember me, but so you'd always know there's hope beyond what eyes can see. When storms erase the old trail and darkness fills the view, I left the fire burning for you. So will light that flame, never even knowing my old name. That's the way every legacy survives, passing quietly through countless lives. The fire was never mine to keep, it was always ours to leave. So take one ember in your hands and help another stand. Lift the flame, share the light, stand as one, carry after you. I left the fire burning for you, so the night would never win. Every spark becomes another heart ready to begin. The wind will carry freedom across the open blue. I left the fire burning for you. For the truth, when your own boots stop walking and your final day is through, leave the fire burning for someone after you. After you. Standing in the rain, smiling like he knew my every pain. He whispered, boy, you're almost out of time. I answered, you'll have to wait for mine. He followed every step I chose to take, counting every promise I might break, but every trap he buried in the dust only taught me who I couldn't trust. He wanted fear, he found a flame, he came for my soul, he left with shame. The devil missed his shot, I'm still standing here. Every bullet meant for me disappeared in fear. He aimed straight at my heart, but hope refused to rise. The devil pulled the trigger, the devil missed his shot. Missed his shot. Missed his shot. Missed his shot. I've buried dreams beneath the crimson sky, watched good men fall without asking why. Still I kept another match alive, just enough to help my soul survive. The crows still circle over broken ground, waiting for the day I don't get found. But every sunrise proves I'm wrong again. I'm still breathing like I've always been. The devil missed his shot, he couldn't break my name. Every scar became another spark inside the flame, knocked upon my door, but never reached my soul. The devil missed his shot, I never lost control. The mirror shows a face the fire made, not a man who lives afraid. Every wrinkle tells another fight, every sunrise proves I chose what's right. I've shaken hands with loneliness before, it doesn't scare me anymore. When you've walked through hell and kept your stride, nothing else can steal your pride. He called my name, I walked through flames, he smiled, I laughed, he lost at last. Strong as steel is born in fire, the tallest trees know every storm. The deepest faith survives the night, the hardest road is where we're formed. If the devil comes tomorrow, he already knows the truth. I've survived far worse than fear, I've survived my youth. The devil missed his shot, I'm still walking tall.